안녕하세요 물결표 히히읒. 키키육 오늘도 한 장 걸치시고 하는 겁니까?
Just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. And here's Azar. Luis Suarez. Now it's Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Hullet. Vieira. Vitinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. And he's got away from him. Dembele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. Driving forward. And here's Dembele. Vieira. Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where
키키키육
it
술
stopped.
먹고 위닝하면
That's good
힘들지
running. It
않아요.
makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
와,
Opts for safety. And it's Messi. That's a good foray he's making. He might be decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Dembele going face to
키키키육
face with his
수아레즈였던
great
것
rival.
같은데 수아레즈 웬만하면 그런 거 안
Are really in a
놓치는데.
position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hazard does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. Dembele. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But
Chance for a
세레머니
shot!
저걸 계속하네.
It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
that's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Hullet. And this is Luis Suarez. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's having a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. So what can they make of this? Messi, given the lift of his goal. Messi ventures forward. Maldini. Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Hullet. Can he get onto this? Bellingham. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the
요즘
first
들어
45
빌런들이
minutes,
많아진 것
and we'll be
같아요.
back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Roma can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Hullet, played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hazard. And he cuts out the supply. Dembele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Taken back almost at once. Maldini cuts it out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Messi. Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And here's Bellingham.
That's good play from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
60 minutes played. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Dembele. Hullet. And this is Dembele. Forced to go back. And that is expertly dealt with.
Roma really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And here's Suarez. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Messi. Vitinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Dembele. Hazard. And he's picked out the run. He's found a way through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira. Running with the ball.
즐거운 5월 되시고 건승하시기 바랍니다.
Who's going to be first to this? That'll be a corner.
키키키키.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Corner
20.
number 2 then.
Numero 4. Luis Suarez. Numero 7.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Messi. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 24.
양아,
Il numero 15. Il numero 8.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that
안녕하세요.
really well and stopped it.
Driving on and making good progress. Good ball, good take. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just 5 minutes left. Puskas. Vieira. And this is Cruyff. David Villa. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Threads one in.
하기,
Now it's Maldini. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily.
훈련소님 양아. 키키키읔. 부모님 집에 와서 집 앞에 커피 파는 데서 커피 포장해 왔습니다.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era.
내일 쉬는 날인데
It used to be
어떤가요?
the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the
양아
fullbacks to play
물결표 룸주의
a key role
풋볼.
in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get
만지인데.
themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an
오션님
awful
양아.
lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. And he was alert to it.
벙커님 양아.
Played it long. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And back to the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Pierre. Now there's a fine ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's done very well to take that back. Now, can they get him away? Araujo is it long? And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Dembele. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Schneider in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. Okay, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on...
It's Luis Suarez! It's in! 200! It's the goal they all came to see. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to...
And a chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
키키키키.
30 minutes gone. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that.
Roma have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Schneider. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Hullet, distributed tidily. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Dembele. It's not an especially good pass.
축구 훈련 손님 10,000원 적혀 있는데요.
This is the time you need that pace.
언제 해주셨대요?
Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Vieira. And it's Messi. And the counter is on. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, he's taken it. Vitinha. Schneider is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Some intricate passing.
키키우
looking
5분
to
전에
progress
저한테
the ball.
고맙다고 하셨잖아요.
That's a
키키키키키.
good run he's making there. Very nicely done.
키키키키우
And it's
만취신등이요.
Schneider. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
춘향권 지리네요.
Substitution for Germany, number 21, Schneider. Coming on the
And
field
here is the first touch of the second half.
Number 24, Hazard.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
키키키키육 5월에 건승 많이
And
하세요.
there's green grass ahead of him. Makaleli. Messi. Oh, it's Dembele. And that's another good win of the ball. Caceres. And here's Suarez. Messi. Messi's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Substitution for Germany, number 23.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 4, Ibrahimovic.
Still just a single goal
Number
between the
13,
sides.
Vinicius Junior.
Vitinha.
Substitution in progress.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. This is a promising build-up. He's on it. Can he get away? Goes for goal! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish of true class! Germany are all square. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think
He'll try from distance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
that is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
Shot a goal! Vitinha, Messi. Oh, they could break here. And here's Messi. Pull it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
키키
There
효과
is an
급강화.
irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Messi. Picked out brilliantly. And this is a real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Makaleli. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Makaleli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Suarez is onto this. And this is Messi. And the shot! Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
이게 바로 신상 비닐의 급강화죠.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 19, Makalele. Coming on the field, number
That's been
18,
intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Number 25,
Neatly clipped into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
substitutions taking place.
Germany clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's being urged to shoot. Looking for options for movement. And he's gone backward here. He has a look up. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bergomi. And it's gone back to the keeper. Donnarumma, always alert whenever needed. Guardiola. Here's Vieira. Passes short and sharp.
Roma really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Hullet. And he's chosen to go back. Great ball, and he's in here. Bergomi goes long. So what can they make of this? Now it's
There is 3
Ibrahimovic.
minutes added
Oh,
time.
this looks sharp. Driving on and making good progress. Pepe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually...
키키키키키윽. 사실 양님처럼 게임 많이 안 하면 안 하는 게 맞음 키키키윽. 그럴 거였으면 누구 뽑으라고 하셨을 듯 히히읗.
The noise is just about reaching a
아이는 몇
crescendo here
살인가요?
as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well,
키키키윽
it
애기
looks like a big
까까보단
game,
술안주 잘
sounds like a
드시라고.
big game.
와
Everyone
벌써
involved
4살.
is absolutely up for it.
학교 후배 아닙니까?
There's the whistle. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024
포성구가 아니라
2025
보성 중
was
보성구.
statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one league game, this at a time when you think age and injuries are going to start slowing him down.
And that consistency is, amongst many other things, what makes him the man he is.
Absolutely.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
키키키윽 할 말 없습니다.
Looking for the run. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Vitinha. Goes for a shot! And the counter is on. Hazard making good progress. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at
오홍
him to
그런
produce
인연이
the
히히읗.
goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. That's been cut out, well played.
아, 고문수
And he could
선생님.
have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vitinha. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vinicius Junior is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And here's Hullet. Now it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And here's Dembele. Shot, surely! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that is a little undercooked. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Dembele's cross. And that should get the job done. Vinicius Junior. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. No way through. Azar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's good vision. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, they can break here. Vitinha. Vitinha stood his ground strongly. Vitinha. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. That's Rijkaard. And it's Vieira. It's Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Suarez.
키키키키윽 진짜 그런 선생이 있나요? 키키키윽.
And it's Vitinha. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to pass it through. That's been slipped through. It's Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Roma really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter,
구성이
after
좀
going behind.
빡셉니다.
So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're into the second 45. Tries to play it through. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well measured. Dembele, he's got away. Hullet shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Azar, who is rarely short on confidence. Now it's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose. Threads one in. Hullet!
황인표 선생이 윤리였었나
And he was there
뭐였더라
to
잘
get
기억이
a
안 나.
vital touch.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a searching pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And back to the keeper. Can he get it through? Vieira. Messi being watched hawkishly here.
옛날에 못
Yeah, what they've
알아들어서
got to
질문하면
realise, Peter,
뭐라고
is that
했었던
they won't get
선생님
away
것
with
같아요.
excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And this is Messi. Big chance! And that is well cleared. Vitinha. And here's Dembele. Messi. Dembele. And the shot! And that's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 10.
So we have a breakthrough.
Messi.
Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Il numero 26. Attenzione alla sostituzione. L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.000.
방문표는 모릅니다. 키키유.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No way through, so... And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Corner number 2 then. Chance! He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's a
방한선은
look and plays it
알아요?
forward. Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Roberto Baggio steaming forward at pace. Getting up there! And that really should have been that.
Cruyff really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And here's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
그럴 수 있어요. 제가 42살이니.
And this is Hullet.
익스.
Nedved. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that's clever. Nice interception, well timed. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. And it's Nedved. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. I think we're just about done here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
역시 익스는 세대를 불문하는 불사신이구나.
Strokes it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Zico. Now it's Hullet. And this is Messi. And Messi! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Desperate defending required here. Nedved goes short. Now, who's going to be first to this? And there goes their last chance. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game.
감기가
From those
낫질 않네.
players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Signore e signori, attenzione.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game.
키키키키키윽. 뭐야 걸음이 느린 아이? 아니구나. 감기 아니여. ES 구형 사야함. 신형은 비싸서 살 의미가 없음. 마지막 현실적인 로망임.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, there is the unmistakable figure of the charismatic Eric Cantona. Poet, philosopher, player extraordinaire. Perhaps one of the most compelling characters ever to grace a football field.
Yeah, and don't forget, an inspirational leader too, who always rose to the occasion.
내 재산으로 가차를 하지 말지어다.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
키키키윽 이벤트에서 얼마 전에 주황님 만나서 제가 바로 나가드려서
Messi with
키키윽.
the short one. He's had it taken off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and
그거
forces him off
범죄님?
the ball. Can he get on the end of this?
키키키키.
That's positional gold.
요즘 보면 볼이 들어갈 때 잘 안 들어가네요. 존나가
That
뭘.
was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
어후 감사해요. 아닙니다. 히히.
Vieira. Gerrard.
얘기해야 알죠, 에테.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. So Jim, what have you made of
존나
what we've seen
상대편
so
한
far?
골 넣어라
Well, I think
존나.
both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing.
There's the header! Goal! France!
상대편 화이팅.
And France are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So
와씨.
a breakthrough already.
진짜 먹었네. 키키키키. 설마 한 골 더 먹겠어
Oh, good
존나?
read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a promising position. Dembele. This is Dembele. Gerrard.
Roma really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Knocks it out wide. Yaya Toure. Threads one in. Now it's Cantona. Cantona makes a dash
저
for
객기
it.
여유 보소.
Flings in across. Now it's Dembele. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking for up and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then.
닌자동 저분 자주 봤던 거 같은데.
Nice interception, well timed. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
기억이 안 나네 어땠는지는.
Pull it. And here's Suarez. Showing good feet. And he was alert to it. Gerrard, who's set up one goal so far. Has a look and plays it forward. Gerrard. And it's Maldini.
위닝은 이겨야
But
게임이다
can he get
지면
there?
게임이 아닌 것이다.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gerrard. And it's Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Vitinha. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Toure is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Cantona. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. He can run onto that, and he's found a way past. That is a brilliant interception. Nicely shaped ball. That's Vieira. And it's Vitinha. And here's Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Hullet. Messi.
저 객기 여유
Is there-
보소.
oh, shooting chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. France have the chance to go the other way.
Minutes de temps additionnel.
당장 차를
And this is
산다면
Pullet, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Roma really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
This possibly the last play of the half. Well, that's an excellent interception. That has ended up in no man's land. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Chers spectateurs,
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So
묵직한
that's it
세차
for the
어서
first
타보시오.
half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
삶의 질이 달라짐. 캠리는 님이
changement pour la France. Le numéro 18, le numéro 22. À leur place,
Gets us going once more.
le numéro 14.
Roma really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
뭔가
Just
빈수레를
looked
끄는
a
느낌이
step
나지 않음?
too slow on everything.
Driving on and making good progress. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position, and it's Gerrard. Lovely ball and a real chance now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Takes a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain
아니, K5.
authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to
엔진이
kill off this
오래돼서
game,
탈탈탈
now's the
빈수레
time to
끄는
get it
느낌.
done.
Oh no, what has happened here? Always goal side. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez, and it's made its way to him. Shot could... And the shot! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
À sa place,
shift in momentum perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through. Mateus. Vieira. Puskas. And he's intervened well there. Tries to pass it through. And here's Owen. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. The ball's gone astray.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Toure. Bale going about things with real menace. Puskas. Hullet. Ah, that's a fine interception. Mbappe. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Maldini. And it's Vieira. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for a shot!
이하 보세는 거 봐라.
Goal! And that should do
이번
it!
작 뭐냐 진짜.
Within sight of the finish line. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it... Oh, good finish. And he's had it nicked away. Vieira. That is a great pick out. Hernes is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
와 미친 객기여요.
Yaya Toure. Maldini. And that's a good
그냥
ball.
차질 진짜 레전드다.
Looking for the shot at goal. And it's in. And what a climax we have here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Just one in it now.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion.
상대 수비 못하는데.
Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Knocks it into space. Hernes, and he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper. 4 added minutes on the board. Great vision. Gerrard. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Owen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
키핑한 와인이나 한잔 해야겠다.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Azar. Lahm. Lahm getting forward. Cross into the box. Nice interception, well timed.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that could set him on his way. Now that's well seen too.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Hullet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Always goal side. Dembele receives it in a wide position. And the shot! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Spread to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's run loose here.
Arsenal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Vieira. And it's Vitinha. And this is Hullet. And the shot! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly
휴일 전
purring.
내일도 일을 나가봐야 해서 즐게 마세요.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yaya Toure,
키키키키키키키키키키키키.
Seedorf, and this is Hullet. Pele, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Pass somewhat off target.
개병맛 유튜버.
And here's Azar. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. Messi. Hullet. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zola. And it's Lam. Hazard. Now Seedorf. Tries to pass it for it! Now that is commitment to the cause. Arsenal with the corner, there first. Thuram gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pele. Plays the return pass. Now it's Hullet. Saliba gives no quarter whatsoever. So what can they make of this? Where it came from. Messi. Vieira. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vieira. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Seedorf. Messi. Hullet. Looking for the run. Hullet. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's been shifted off it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pele. And here's Hullet. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lam. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Roma really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after
감기
just
때문에
45 minutes?
자야겠다.
The sides separated by 2. So straight into the second half. And it's Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Yeah. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Steaming on goalwards.
키키키키크 연승하승.
Pele. It's Seedorf. Hazard. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hazard. Pele could move up a gear here. And he was quick to react.
Roma clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Just eases him off the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Messi. There's the shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.